He-Man is back on Netflix. Back when the Kevin Smith reboot that we got back in July was announced, there was also announced a kids show version of He-Man that was supposed to be coming to Netflix. So it was announced that one project was the adult version and one project was the kid version of He-Man. And the one I'm reviewing is the more kid-oriented series. Now, I think there is some things that are going to bother people with this reboot, but I think it's going to be ridiculous. But I also think this reboot is also going to go under the radar because everybody who was a He-Man fan, everybody, and I know there's going to be some haters of that new He-Man reboot who are going to watch this review and say, screw you, I wasn't a fan, but you didn't watch it. You just didn't. If you are a He-Man fan and you watched that series and you didn't like it, then you were probably never a He-Man fan to begin with. Just straight up. So, I think this one is going to... So everyone loved that new He-Man series. Everybody who was a true old school He-Man fan loved that new series. And this isn't that. This show is from the creative team that brought you like Troll Hunters. Not all the same people, but there's a lot of crossover. A lot of people from Clone Wars, Star Wars: The Clone Wars. It has a very similar animation style to those shows, which I think this show looks okay. I don't love the art style, but I don't think it's ugly or visually unappealing to look at. So that's a plus, I guess. But the show was fine. It was fine. Like, it wasn't anything I hadn't seen before. The point of the show is it's a younger version of He-Man and his characters, and it's basically their origin stories, how they all get powers. It's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So there's multiple people who get powers, not just He-Man, which is different from normal He-Man. And that's the thing you need to know about this. This has a lot of changes to He-Man, but this is a reboot, not a continuation like that other series that Kevin Smith produced that came out in July. That was a continuation off of the original series. This is not. This is a fresh, new take. It's different, and if that bugs you, then don't watch it. Because I know that there's going to be people who watch the show and they're going to complain and be like, well, this isn't what He-Man is. They changed it. They did all this stuff. But to me, that's ridiculous, okay? Netflix gave you your version of He-Man. They gave you it. It is still ongoing. It's still a series. You're going to get a season 2. You're going to get, 3 parts of the series. That is your version of He-Man. So why can't this new generation have a different version? Because the reality is, the old He-Man show doesn't hold up. And the newer show had to update it while still keeping the spirit of it for you older fans. But this series wants to do something different, be different. It has a different look. It has a different feel. It's not the same. And, that's okay. Because, again, if you don't like this series because it's not your He-Man, well, great. You have your He-Man. It's there. It's on Netflix. It's on the same platform this is on. So there's not really any reason to complain. Because it's, at the end of the day, the series is not made for old school fans. It's possible that an old school fan would like it, but I don't think the majority of old school fans will. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because this show isn't made to, butcher the original He-Man and be like, here, this is all you get. No, you have the version that you like available. So, that's kind of my thoughts on the series. I don't think I'm going to review season 2, because I don't think I have anything more to say about this series, but that's just kind of my thoughts here.